welcome to the MineWreckers server. My name is Weird and Bearded, and today we are in a little bit of a hurry because I've actually had a terrible connection to the server all this week, and I've got to prepare for a visit from OSHA. Yes, we have some health and safety officials having to look at the base, which I believe is happening in a live stream later today. So I need to get everything ready for them. I need to make sure my base is nice and safe. I've actually started this already. We'll get to that in a bit. But before I do that, I have a shulker farm that needs to be turned on. So this is my camera account. I am currently in the nether. As you can see, I've got the minecarts going, all ready to go this end. Over in the overworld, if I switch my camera to there, this is me. This is my regular character. It should all be ready. Hopefully everything's going to work. I'm going to flick this lever on. I'm going to head over to my AFK spot. And then we'll head back to the camera account and see what's going on. So we go up here, and I think I've got to open the trapdoor slightly so I can get in. So we just missed it on the recording, but you'll see that the shulker has now gone. So hopefully that will now be in the overworld, and we should start getting some clones through soon. Here's a problem. The minecarts have come down and landed on the trapdoors that I placed to stop zombified piglins getting onto the minecart tracks. So we just have to send them back round. I'm going to do this with all the others, and then we should be good to go. So that's the last one. Let's quickly get back into my hidey hole. And in the meantime, I'm going to get the free cam on. So this is where the shulker was. It should have been taken down now. And there it is. Okay, the shulker is in place. It's difficult to see because of all the stuff. That's a bit of a better view. So let's get back to the nether side of things and see what we can see. So we can see over here, we already have some dying. You can see them spawning in. What we really need is to get some of the shulkers into this area, and then it's going to start settling into the other 6 sections. But for now, at least we're getting somewhere. I'm going to keep watching. I'll bring you back in as necessary. So we're not quite at full capacity yet. We've got about half of the spaces filled. One of the minecarts is stuck, so I'm going to get that fixed because I think that's one of the ones that needs to be filled. But apart from that, things are going well. As you can see, we have our shulker boxes coming up to be taken away, and then the minecarts picking them up and dropping them off into our powdered snow. It's working fantastically. This should get us loads of shulker shells. So I'm going to stay here for a while because I need some more shulker boxes. And yeah. Considering this was only on for about 20 minutes, this is not bad. I've got some other things to fix. I've also already taken out 2 stacks of shulker shells. But I've got some things that I need to make better in the overworld side of things. We're not going to deal with that today. I've got to get ready for OSHA. Also, just don't have time. So I'm going to head back down to the nether path because that is not a safe place. And this is what I mean by not safe. We are right next to lava. I do love this path. Orange glass through lava. Looks really nice. We did this on a live stream. I don't actually know how much you've seen it in the episodes. I'm really happy with it. But you can wander off into the lava. In certain areas, magma cubes can come onto the path and attack. And in fact, when the first inspection happened, which was last Sunday, it was a stream done by Rin and Aries, and it was absolutely fantastic. If you get the opportunity, go and have a look at the VOD for it. But yeah, a magma cube came down, Aries got knocked into the lava. So clearly, not safe. That's the first thing we're going to deal with. Let's get some railings on this, let's get a ceiling on here, make sure no magma cubes can get in. Get this all cleared up. I am comfortable in saying that this is now a safe tunnel. You can't get out the sides. We've got glass panes in the way. We've got a ceiling. Nothing's getting in here unless they come down the stairs. There is one more thing we have to do in the nether before we move on. which should not take me long to do, so I'll just quickly talk through it. I'll get that done, and then I'll meet you guys in the overworld. But apparently, if the ladder's too tall, we need to have a little cage around it. So I'm going to add some oak trapdoors around this. And I'm taking their notes seriously. We're adding some oak trapdoors. We're going to make this look proper. And then the overworld. To the overworld! Here we are in the overworld. There can't actually be any OSHA violations here, though. I think I just heard a chicken. I didn't know any chickens. I definitely just heard a chicken. I'll investigate that later. But yeah, there can't be any OSHA violations here because it's not a workplace. So that's fine, that's not a problem. But I do want to just put out some life buoys, mainly as a guide, just to say, hey look, there is more stuff if you follow this line. We're going to get some buoys set up, go around to the main island where, well, let's have a little look, shall we? Because the first OSHA tour happened in a stream at the weekend. I started doing stuff, and one of the things they pointed out was all of the villager trading. It was very much people in individual cells, and they didn't like that. So I killed off all of my villagers. And now I have nobody to trade with, and only afterwards thought to myself, that's my main source of food. But they're gone now, which is fine. We're going to be doing a better villager setup later. But for now, let's get some boys over here and then probably make some easy way to get up. The boys are now in place. The boys are back in the sea. So now we have a nice little guide for where I want people to go. Hopefully, they'll follow the boys. Obviously, they might just go off in a random direction, but hopefully they will follow the path and you can see more of them come into view. So it leads you around the statue, which means you get to see more of the statue. What? Look! A wandering trader has appeared on the tail of my statue. We'll deal with that later. And now you can see ahead of us, I have a staircase. I need to add a railing. I've just realised. So we'll add a railing to that. But we come along, we end up in a little bit of a dock, guarded by our friendly iron golems. And now we actually have a staircase up here. This is temporary, but it's going to be quite nice. I need to add some railings for both of those. I think with that one, we'll just have a railing on one side. And possibly the same here. I can build this up. You may have noticed I got rid of the way the land drifted out there. It was a little bit awkward. And I think once that's done, that is this area mostly finished. And then we'll be heading over to the industrial district, but let's get the railing in first. We are at the industrial district. I think there's not much to do here. I think I can break this down into 3 tasks. That's what I've done in my head. The first task, get this place lit up. The next obvious issue I can see is people walking off the edge, falling into the water and potentially drowning. That's obviously a big health and safety issue. Now I could just fence everything up, but that's the boring way of doing things. The other way of doing things, of course, is to have life jackets. So that's that issue dealt with. I don't see any issue with this plan. Everything's going to go well. I've also just moved this portal over by a block because it was very upsetting. It's still not quite lined up just because the paths are only 3 wide, but at least it's now not off to the side. Maybe I'll expand it by 1 as well. I get the feeling that this might be seen as a bit of a hazard, a large structure floating in the sky with no visible means of support. But I have a simple solution to that one as well. We now have nice yellow and black tape, authorised personnel only, so nobody should be wandering under here. And that makes everything fine, in my opinion. But I've got my meeting with OSHA soon, and let's be honest, I'm not exactly dressed for it. Why have I got sugarcane on me? So I'm going to get myself a little bit spruced up. Yeah, this looks about right. I think this could work well. Yeah, right. Let's just get the arm through there, and we are good to go. This looks good. Nice business casual. Ready for my meeting. Let's go find Chris. I imagine he'll be over at spawn. I found Chris. The name is definitely Chris, and not what you're reading.
Hello. Hello. God, it's so good to finally actually see someone other than that kid. Okay, so you said I've got somewhere to check out that I missed last
Yeah,
time, unfortunately.
you missed. I saw you checking my base. I was watching.
Mm.
And you didn't actually see any of the construction areas.
Okay.
I have ways of seeing things.
All right.
Shall we?
I was horrified last time by everything just here
Oh
in
no,
general.
it's all quite lovely.
It's something.
I did notice that your associate had a problem last time with my nether path.
I didn't catch that last part. The portal cut you off?
I noticed your associate had a problem where they died.
Yeah, that was a bit horrifying to experience.
Yeah. So,
I'm not gonna lie.
You'll notice I locked in the ladder.
Oh,
So the ladder is now nice
wonderful.
and safe.
Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, not gonna lie, watching someone fall and then like slowly melt and die in lava was quite horrifying.
I can tell because it seems to have warped your memory. They
Yeah.
got knocked in. Come right once we're in here, we'll be safe. There are some denizens of this area who aren't fond of us. But yeah, this is now fully covered, so they can't get in.
This is so nice. Oh my god.
And now we have a long walk. I want to make sure you're noticing these things. I noticed you had a complaint where you were constantly having to jump up into the portals.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That's...
So yes, I'm gonna quickly get into a bed. Hello, villager. I'm just gonna join these guys.
Okay.
Don't mind us.
I won't.
So this isn't actually a construction area. They live near the construction area. They're just letting me pass through their village. But I have spoken to them about some of the things you suggested. For example, we do now have the railings down here.
Very nice. I very much appreciate this here. It was...
Yeah, gotta have safety. It was very much built with safety in mind.
That is very important.
I did speak to them about the saw and the campfire, but they don't seem to have done anything about those.
Okay, well, since this isn't a construction area or anything, it's not my business.
But then, yes, it's actually a little boat trip if you'd like to climb inside the boat.
Alright.
Just
hop in with you.
We've got some life buoys set up. They just follow those.
Nice.
And they'll lead us to the main construction area. Thank you. This took a lot to build.
I bet, it's giant.
Well, I'm under orders to build a kingdom here. So, magnitude is the word of the day around here.
Wow. Sounds like a lot.
So we have our little staircase. If you need to hold on to the railing, you're welcome to.
Alright.
It's quite bare at the moment. We're preparing to start construction. We haven't actually started quite yet.
Understandable.
What did I do? Nothing to see here.
Alright.
Yep. Of course, we have a first aid kit ready to go.
Beautiful. Honestly, so wonderful.
Don't ignore the tree.
Okay.
If you thought the hell was bad, this is worse. They don't stop. It keeps me up at night and I'm not entirely sure what it is.
Okay.
Apart from that, we've just got some cats safely secured in cat boxes and some bees. That's all there really is to see around here.
Alright.
Um,
Quite a cute area.
Thank you. So yeah, we've just been collecting various materials ready for construction to start. So yeah, this is the main base area. Really all there is to it.
There. Oh god, that's.
Of course, a large floating structure could be seen as a health and safety issue. I understand that. But don't worry, we have tape on the floor and signs.
That's helpful. I still don't understand how this stuff floats. Or any of it, actually.
Well, it's a weird one here. So things have functionality even before you provided the functionality. So I intend it to float, and we'll be adding things to allow it to float. But until then, it's just going to float while it waits.
Gravity would not let us do that.
But yes, while you're here, the paths do get quite small. So we do insist while people are walking around, they take a life jacket.
Alright. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you. So yeah, here, let's go this way first. This way is shorter.
Okay, whoa.
So we just have some basic farms. The staircases are temporary, so I don't know why there aren't railings on them. I do apologise, but they will be disappearing.
Well, you'll still probably have some of the least violations.
Oh yes. Well, these will eventually all get encased. Unfortunately, we don't have the materials right now, but they're going to be encased for public safety and brought down for easier access to storage.
Good.
Shall we go in the other direction?
Okay.
It's mostly much of the same. So on the other side, we don't have the staircases in place. It's already at the height ready to be contained.
I'm still actually it's great that I have you here with me. Where are how do these things work? Like, are they supposed to have ways that you can enter them, or I mean, you've got to have ways to enter them to do maintenance eventually, right?
They work pretty well without maintenance. If needed, we do have air support, so people can fly up and land on them for maintenance. It's the easier way of doing things. Most of them just work with the flick of a switch. Some of them, unfortunately, they're more difficult to turn off, so they just constantly run, such as this one. You don't really have an on-off switch for this one. It just stuff happens every now and then. It's fine. It's fine.
Something just fall?
No, nothing fell. Nothing fell. Don't be silly. It's all perfectly safe. Shall we?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's more.
Oh yeah, but so one of the things that may confuse you a bit more about that hell place is that it's smaller than here. So with these portals you went through, they help connect things over longer distances. So the structure you saw that was right next to the portal is actually connected to this structure here.
Oh god,
which is quite a long walk away in this part of the world.
Yeah. That's massive.
This one does have some important safety features, but more instructions and features. It's difficult to implement them properly in this world, but it is a two-person endeavour. You need one person here and one person in hell.
Alright.
Yes, I think now that's everything.
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, you've done really good. Again, some of this stuff I'm just taking.
Shall we? Just pretend you didn't see anything. Pretend you didn't see anything. Nobody needs to know.
I heard something, that's for sure.
Okay,
Yeah, most of the stuff.
Yep, all cleared up.
Most of the stuff I don't even know they're OSHA violations or not. I'm just taking note in case they are. Yeah, and
I
definitely.
assume you'll need help finding your way back.
I think I can figure it out. If not,
Well, in that case,
yeah.
thank you very much. I hope we did well.
And
In
thank
fact,
you.
from reading over
Yeah.
your shoulder, I'm quite pleased. Yeah, there's a chicken here too.